Hello and welcome to another match preview on Football Talk Podcast. My name is Ozzie and I'm your host for today's show. Another big game is upon us in match week 25 as we face Thomas Frank's Brentford at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Now, we faced them early in the season on the 12th of November where we beat them 3-0, a brace from Salah and a goal from Diogo Jota to seal the win. So let's hope that we can do that again and replicate the same outcome. Brentford's recent form in the Premier League has been a bit of a mixed bag. In the last 5 games, they've won twice, but they've also lost 3 times. I didn't realize this until before the show began, but they're only 6 points adrift from the relegation zone now. That's not a huge gap. And if a few results don't go their way, they could be in an unexpected battle to maintain their Premier League status. After this game, they face a tough run of fixtures. In the next 5 games, they face Man City, West Ham, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Burnley. So a huge task ahead for the Bees, which I'm sure we'll discuss in the upcoming weeks in our Premier League review show. But until then, let's focus on this fixture. And surprise, surprise, it's a Saturday midday kickoff game for Liverpool once again. So let's present the team news along with the predicted lineups. We'll then discuss how both teams will set up tactically, and I'll reveal my score prediction as well. Just got a comment here from Jay Kismet. Says, best bro. Thank you, Jay Kismet. Hope you're well as well. Okay, so in terms of team news, start with Brentford. Huge boost for Brentford as Wissa and Onyeka return to training from AFCON. But Rico Henry and Wemo, Sade and Hickey are still unavailable. In regards to Liverpool, Mo Salah has returned to full training from his hamstring injury, which is a huge boost for us as well. He should be in contention to be selected in the squad, but I'm sure we'll receive some sort of confirmation from Klopp's press conference that takes place tomorrow afternoon. Alisson and Joe Gomez have recovered from illness, so they should be in contention to start. Konate is also back with his 1-match suspension, and Conor Bradley has returned to training, which is great news for him. But we also discovered some unfortunate news with regards to 2 of our squad players, and that was Trent Alexander-Arnold and Dominic Szoboszlai, who unfortunately will miss the game against Brentford, but more sort of crucial for them. On a personal note, they'll also miss the cup final on the 25th. A huge blow for both players and also the team. So what we can do now, we can predict the lineups for the Brentford team. So I'll present a graphic and we can go through there. Here we go. So normally Brentford set up in a 3-5-2 formation. In fact, I remember doing a match preview a few months ago, and the last time we faced them, they played a 5-3-2 formation. But I think in recent games, they've switched it over to a 3-5-2. So I expect them to play the same formation. I expect them to play 5 in midfield to block the gaps in the middle of the park. And I think we were quite dominant in that last fixture. So that might be a new tactic for Thomas Frank to try and reduce any sort of influence from our midfielders and try and park the bus, I guess, from the middle of the park. In terms of their lineup, it will be Flecken in goal, who is their number 1 choice keeper. So we'll go with him. No injury concerns with regards to Flecken, so he will be selected. And then in terms of the back 3, you've got Collins on the right side. They normally play Pinnock in the middle, which surprised me because he's left-footed. I just think he would be more suited on the left side of a back 3, but it is Thomas Frank's choice, so he will play there. And then you've got Ben Mee, who I feel like would be more suited on that central defensive area, but maybe it's their winning formula. Maybe it works for them. So that would be the back 3. In terms of the midfield 5, so let's start from the left. They're on loan wing back in Reguilon. He'll be there on the left side. And then you have, you also have Roslev as well, who's predominantly on the right side. And then in the middle of the park, pretty much the same player that they always have. So you've got Jensen, who I think it was Jensen who was injured in the last game, but he should still be fit enough to play for this fixture. And then you've got Norgard, who scored over the weekend. And then you've also got Janelt as well in the midfield. So solid midfield five there. Regulon, I know he's not had the best of time, especially on his loan at United, but he's a player that can really attack the byline. So he's definitely one we have to look out for. Roselev as well, very, very good in terms of his width. Norgard is very good in set pieces. And Janssen can score from distance as well. So, yeah, a lot of key players where they might not be sort of attack-minded in terms of their play, especially the more central midfielders there, but they're robust and they play in a very compact manner. So they'll be a very hard midfield to beat. And up top, I did mention Wissa is back from AFCON, but I think they'll still go ahead with who would they go with? They would go with Ivan Toney. Tony on this side. Is Tony not in this website? Okay, that's a bit strange. Ivan. No, Ivan Tony. Oh yeah, that's messed up, isn't it? I don't even know how to put in place of him. For argument's sake, let's just put Wissa because I can't really think of who else to put on now. But it's basically Ivan Toney. I know that sounds mad, but the website clearly has forgotten that his suspension is over now. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. And then Morpay up top. So it won't be Wissa, it'll be Ivan Toney up top. And Ivan Toney, since his return from suspension, has been in great form, scoring all types of goals. First goal he scored on his return was a free kick. So he has that as lock-up. Great from the penalty spot as well. But very good around the box, especially the 6-yard box. Lethal in front of goal. So definitely need to look out for him. Morpay has had some sort of resurgence in terms of his form. Very much a shit house on the pitch. So we've got to keep it, keep our patience and not to, let our temper get over us in terms of the defenders for Liverpool. So, yeah, focus on the game. Don't get involved in his nonsense. But on his day, he can nick the goal here and there. So still one to look out for. The back three, pretty much a solid unit there. And then, as I mentioned, Regulon, I feel will be quite useful on that left-hand side. Need to make sure we don't give much influence or much space. Same with Roselev, and the midfield three are compact as always. So this is my predicted lineup for this game. And then what we'll do now, we'll share the graphic for Liverpool. Let's have a look. So here we go. So this is the Liverpool lineup. Well, formation as to start off with. So 4-3-3. No sort of surprise in terms of how we're going to set up. In terms of team selection, always debatable amongst us Liverpool fans. So let's start with in goal. I'm hoping Alisson is fit enough. That is what I've heard recently. So let's just say he's fit. So he will start in goal. Robertson, for me, will keep his spot in the team. Good to see Tsimikas actually come off the bench in the last fixture against Burnley. So another defender back in our squad. So more options for us going forward, which is fantastic. And we've got Van Dijk on the left side. And then we've got Konate returning to the lineup after his suspension. And then I will go with Joe Gomez. I know Conor Bradley has started training with the squad, but I think it might just be too soon to just throw him in there. He will be on the bench. I think it'll be a good option to have if we need to have more of an attacking threat going forward. So Joe Gomez for me will start in this one. And then we've got Luton Town midweek next week. So that might be the game to embed him slowly into the first team fold. But I don't think we should rush him due to obviously his unfortunate circumstance. So yeah, so this is my back four for this game. In terms of the midfield, I'm going with Endo as the DM, Curtis Jones on the left side of the number 8. And I'm going to stick with McAllister on the right side. Didn't have too much influence in the last game in that role, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's probably his first time playing in that right side number 8 role. Hopefully he can be more influential in this game. Up top, so we've got Diaz, Nunes, Jota. Salah's back as well, technically. And we've also got Gakpo. So 5 options to choose from. I'm going to stick with the lineup that I've gone for the last few weeks. I'm going for Jota on the right side, Darwin Nunes through the middle, and I'm going to go with Diaz on the left. Now, in terms of impact from the bench, we've got Salah, we've got Gakpo, which is fantastic. In terms of midfield, we've got Elliott, Gravenberch, so another options there. And if we need Connor Bradley and Tsimikas are also available. So, yep, the bench is looking a lot stronger. The first team for me is as strong as it can be right now. So yeah, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this lineup. Is it the right selection, or would you risk game playing Mo Salah, for example? Would you put Connor Bradley back into the fold? Drop a comment and let me know what you guys think. So yeah, that's a quick match preview for me today. In terms of my score prediction, I'm going for a win, obviously. Goes without saying. I'm going for a 3-1 victory. I think it's going to be a tough afternoon for us. Also being a midday kickoff as well. But I feel like we will have enough in the locker to get over the line. In terms of their goal scorer, I think Ivan Toney will nick a goal for them. And for Liverpool, I'm going to go McAllister, Diogo Jota, and Darwin Nunes to start, or should I say, score in this fixture. So yeah, that is a wrap up for today. So thank you to everyone for tuning in. Just got a few comments here from Jay Kismet, who says, bro, come join us on Frank's show. I've sent you the link. When you're finished, I'll let you know, Jay Kismet. I've got to do a few things straight after the show. But if I'm free, I'll definitely drop in and join Frank's show. But thank you for your invite there. And thank you for your comments for today as well. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're 26 subs away from reaching a milestone of 200 subs. So if you can help spread the word, that would be much appreciated. Our next show will be on Saturday, straight after the game. So normally I do a 10 o'clock slot later in the evening. But for this fixture, I'm going to do a 3 p.m. match reaction on Saturday. It's also a calling show. So if you'd like to come on and have your say, the floor is yours. A link will be available in the description and also pinned in the live chat. So until then, take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Goodbye.